BassResinator here. Look what came in today from Toonpish Crafts. Holographic chameleon micas. So I'm going to use 3 of them in here, but in this seahorse mold. Now this seahorse mold is not the same as, well, let me show you. It's not the same as this one, which is the one that most people get. I just found this one. I saw Andy from CCUK Resin. He had this one. I'm like, oh, the seahorse. And then I'm like, that's not the same one. It's got a whole bunch of little frillies and stuff. No frillies. So I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this one. There are a bunch of little places like where there are dots, and I want to color those. So I'm going to use UV resin. I'm going to use black on the eye, and I'm using the CC DIY, Counterculture DIY black. It's really nice. And then I'm going to use dark blue from Let's Resin. And then I'm going to use these 3 colors, rose gold, green and mauve, or as a lot of Americans say, mauve, and indigo green fleck. So those are going to be the colors I'm going to be using. But on these little dots, I'm going to be using different colors of alcohol ink. So I'm going to start here on the eye. And I will cure this from both sides, but not yet. Then I'm going to do the nose. There's a little groove around. Groovy. I was going to start singing a song, but that's Wendy. I was going to say, everyone knows it's groovy, but that's Wendy. Down, 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 down. Okay, so that's it with the black. And then around the eye, there are a whole bunch of little tiny dots. So I'm going to hit those with this dark blue. A regular glass eye that I like to use would not work in here. It would look rather odd, I think. Like I said, there's a bunch of little dots. Wendy from Toonpish Crafts had these colors made for her or donated to her, and they were on pre-order, so I pre-ordered them. And they just came in. Takes a while for stuff to get here from the UK. Now these are all places where I know I would probably have problems with bubbles happening. So if I can get this UV resin down in these spots, maybe I won't have
bubbles. I woke up this morning feeling fine. I woke up with heaven on my mind, I woke up with joy in my soul, 'cause I knew my Lord had control. Well, I knew I was walking in the light, 'cause I'd been on my knees in the night. And I prayed till the Lord gave a sign, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know? Oh, I want to go. I want to go. Yes, I want to go. Where the milk and honey flow. There's a light that always shines down inside this heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine. I've been walking with Jesus all the time. We're walking and talking as we climb. We're traveling a road to the sky, where I know I'll live when I die. He's been telling me all about that land, and he tells me that everything is grand. And he says that a home will be mine, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know? Oh, I want to go. I want to. Yes, I want to go. Where the milk and honey flow. There's a light that always shines down inside this heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know? Oh, I want to go. I want to go. Yes, I want to go. Where the milk and honey flow. There's a light that always shines down inside this heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine.
Going under the big lamp. I put the cups underneath there too, so they can get that curing out of their system. And I'm going double-sided so I can get both sides at the same time. Be right back. Okay, got it out. Now, I think I'm just going to go, this rose gold green is going to be down here at the tail, so I'll do that. Green mauve in the middle. Maybe that right here on that fin too. And this indigo green fleck up here on the top. Had to get my channel locks out to loosen these tops. I was dusting a mold the other day, and I was off camera, and one of my subscribers said, "Hey, if you're going to talk about it, at least show it." Whoops, sorry. So I'm trying to make sure that I am on the screen. I'm not going to waste any of this stuff. It's expensive, so got to make use of it, you know. So I'm getting every bit off of that lid. All of my friends over in the UK that do resin work have had access to this, and they talk about this all the time, and I'm like, I want to try it. So there was this sale going on with this specialty powder here that you had to pre-order. They only had a few kits available, and those went super fast, so I had to wait about a month before they were able to ship it out, and then it took about a week to get here. But if I get out of this what I see other people doing with theirs, I will be most happy.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love and wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our troubles.
He will
hear our faintest cry,
and he will
answer by and by.
when you
Feel a little prayerful yearning,
as your
heart into heaven is turning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. It makes it right. Sometimes my path seems drear without a ray of cheer, and then a cloud of doubt may hide the light of day. The mist of sin may rise and hide the starry skies, but just a little talk with Jesus clears the way.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our troubles.
He will
hear our faintest cry,
and he will
answer by and by.
when you
Feel a little prayerful yearning,
as your
heart into heaven is turning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. It makes it right. I may have doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears, but Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our troubles.
He will
hear our faintest cry,
and he will
answer by and by.
when you
Feel a little prayerful yearning,
as your
heart into heaven is turning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. It makes it right.
Okay, now let me clean up the molds a little bit, and I will mix up some resin, and I'll make it black so that these colors can pop. We'll see you back in a little bit. Well, I'm back. I didn't show you this because I was putting it in with the stick. I'll show you what I did because I still need a little bit more in here. Because it's such a small area, I didn't want to miss, so I'm just doing it like this. And these little ones, when I ordered them, I thought I was getting this. I ended up getting these little tiny things. But it doesn't take much resin in those, so that's why I was doing it this way instead of almost like using a pipette. You know what? This doesn't look like it's a level mold. Go that way. And somewhere along the line, my glove tore, so I got to be really careful I don't get anything touching it resin-wise. Okay, here we go with the big guy. I'm going to start back here on the tail. Now I mixed up 5 total ounces, so I hope that's enough for this big one and those 2 little ones. I'm thinking it will be, but there's a couple spots on here that are pretty deep. I had plenty. Have a little bit left over, about 1/2 ounce. Let me scoop some of that off. Because if I try and clean that up afterwards with this section right here with all those little points, I'll end up tearing them off. I don't want to do that. I'm using Bondcrafter 1:1 art resin for this project. It's a very good all-around resin, and it's exceedingly affordable, which for anybody just getting started in resin work is kind of an important thing. You don't want to spend money on something you don't know about. And then once you've figured stuff out, then you can make decision whether you're gonna stay with what you started with or try out some of the more expensive ones. I have tried a couple that were out of my comfort range as far as money wise, but when they were on a big sale, I thought, okay, let me try. So that's what I did. Come on, why is that not staying in there? Okay. I think I got it. But now it's empty up there at the top. Huh. Okay, no more playing around with that because I'm going to end up having a major mess. Now, I want to do something with the rest of this. And I have I've got to figure out if I can fit that mold up on this countertop or not. Let me get these guys off. I have some flowers that I think would look really good with a black background. Oh, I know where I can get that mold. I have 2 of these pink. Oh, you can't see them. Let me move this stuff down. I have 2 4.5-inch round coaster molds that if I can get enough to cover the bottom, then I can put these flowers on top. Okay, now use this guy. And it doesn't have to be thick, as long as it just stays black on the back. That's what counts. Okay, now I have these flowers that are from my area, bougainvillea. And this will help hold it by putting it down into the resin like that. It'll hold it in place. There's a magenta one, and then here's an orange variety. And there's another variety that grows around here that I don't have any dried that is a purple. When I was up in Colorado, I happened to pick something that we don't have that grows around here, and you all are probably going, oh, what? It's a dandelion. And you're like, no, why are you choosing that? Because they're pretty flowers. And then there were a couple other flowers that I picked up. These smell wonderful. Not now, they don't, because they're dried. How about one more dandelion? And then my sister has some a large shrub called a sky flower, and it's got these purple, really purple, pretty purple flowers on them. And I dried some. I want you the other way. And then I can pour clear over the top of that later, and we'll have some pretty natural flowers in coasters. I thought about putting something else in. I thought, no. I better just leave it as that and leave it pretty. Okay, I'll come back to you when this is all cured up. See ya. Bye. Well, I pulled the little seahorses out, and I wanted to get down here so you could see them. I'm going to get the big guy out for you, but I wanted to show you the flowers. I put a clear coat, well, not more than, it's a thick clear, over the top, so, but they're not ready to come out. That second pour that I did over the top still has to cure, but I wanted you to see those now for the unmolding of the large seahorse. Okay, so gotta stay away from touching those. When I do the stills later, hopefully I'll have those ready to show. Now this guy's got a bunch of little pocket areas. All of those little spiny things. It is not coming out very easy. But I really want to see these colors from Tiny Turner, but they were made for Wendy at Toonpish. Either because she asked for them, or I don't know exactly the way that worked, but gotta try them out, you know. A few little spots left there. Hopefully it's not too bad. No, not bad at all. Look at that. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Get him out in the sun so I can see a little bit more. Oops. I'll get all of these guys out there in the sun. Okay. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you are not, it's very easy to do. Just go down, click subscribe, and you're in. If, well, not if, while you're down there, click the little bell icon, and that will get you a notification anytime I do something new. Yeah. So, yeah, this color is, I'm sure it's going to just be magnificent out in the sun. It's really cool here. I mean, I can see the different, wow, look at the different shades. And it's got a holographic texture to it, or nature to it as well. Okay, this channel does have channel memberships if you are interested in supporting the channel that way. There's 2 levels. Blue Bonnet is level 1 and Indian Paintbrush is level 2. So, yeah. If you want to do that, this is the month to do it. July, because there's going to be a giveaway for the members. Okay, stick around for the pictures. I'm going to go outside right now. If that's not cured up within a couple hours, I won't have pictures of those, but you did see the flowers. Ta-da! Those were extras anyway, because I had a little bit of that black left over. Okay, we'll see you for the next one. We'll seahorse you for the next one. Yeah. Okay, stick around for the stills. Bye.